What's up, everybody? This is your girl Moozlie, aka Young Ma, aka Griselda Blanco, and big shout out to Sports Team, man, and of course to the Weekend Turn. I grew up in Benoni, and then obviously all my family was in the hood. So you can just imagine that it was kind of like a mixing pot of musical inspirations. My parents loved choral music. My sister liked pop music. And then every now and then she'd like rock a Mr. Sullivan CD or something random. My sister always just had that one random, pro kid or something in the mix. I got my start in the industry, and a lot of people like to know when the transition is, and I figured out that there was never a transition, it was just an evolution. Do you know what I mean? Because everything is kind of like, Moozlie does it all. We've stopped trying to separate it. For us, the very big reference that we use on the team is Jennifer Lopez. J-Lo does what J-Lo does, whether she's an actress, whether she's a singer, whether she's performing in Vegas, people just see her as Jennifer Lopez. So that's definitely what we're aspiring to do with the Moozlie brand. And for me, it just came from working at MTV Base, man. I was surrounded by the biggest artists, not only in South Africa, but in the continent. And at the time where this African renaissance is happening. Like, a lot of people think it's like now, people are coming onto Africa now, but like working at MTV, we saw that like long time ago. So we were part of that whole movement, and I just needed to express myself in a way other than just like asking the questions and telling the stories, because as important as that work is, it can be very limiting because you represent a network, the culture, you represent all these things. So you have to kind of be lemon and herb in your views. And I like to be on the peri side of life personally. And it's a lot easier to express yourself as an artist, especially as a rapper. I think if I was singing harmonies, like if Elaine were to start shooting shots, it would be like, damn Elaine, where did that come from? If Moozlie's like, grrr, it's like, yeah, girl, that's what you should be doing. And I just needed to express myself in that way, and that's how I found music. I got the name Moozlie like in high school. My sister's best friend Liacho used to call me Moozlie Bear, and then my friend Busi also kind of used to call me Moozlie somehow. And I remember going on a school tour, and we had to write our names on the back of the jacket so that they could recognize us, and I was like, Moozlie with an exclamation mark. And this was when I was like 16 years old, but obviously after winning the MTV Base VJ Search, it's a very big corporation, and the people that were writing the press release were in another country. They don't know me, this bald-headed girl from Africa. They were just like, what's her name? Nomuzi Mabena. Okay, we're gonna put that on the press release. And obviously that's the name that the press ran with, but it's my real name. It's a beautiful name, I love it. That's why I named my record label afterwards, but it's Moozlie. I grow so quickly as an artist that like the verse you hear this week is gonna be like worlds apart from the verse you hear next week, because I'm just always getting better and better. I remember Pasop was a moment for people, but I think it was because I was surrounded by like all these big rappers. People always wanted to know like, yeah, it's easy if you're on a song with one of them, but now there's all of them, will you be able to? I think Don't Panic also was a really important moment for Moozlie. The collaboration with Speedster, because he's been my friend since like day one, so that was really great. Also, it was the first time that I was on a record by myself completely. So that was dope. Obviously, the guys really helped me bring that together. KO, Mugs, they really helped me bring it to life. So that was a moment. But for me personally, I think Fedeal is one of the best records that I've ever done. And just in terms of it being a blueprint and it being about who you are, where you come from, if people walk away from the record feeling like, I learned something about you, I related to you, Fedeal was definitely that song for me. I mean, if we talk about the journey of Fedeal, we really have to talk about the beginning, before everything. We have to go back to Davidson. We have to go back Eslahleni. We have to go back to me being this girl from the private school going to the after party of the public schools and telling my parents that, no, you know what I mean? I always say like it literally took me my whole life to write that song. That's why I don't even remember like where I penned it. I know I was listening to the beat in the car and it was just kind of coming to me. Then when I got to the studio, I was like, I have to record now, so let's record. And it's so simple. It's literally just like such a simple pattern, but it's simple because it's my life. It's so true to who I am. And I really, really wanted to do a song like that. I remember Kid X and I just being in studio and we like watched so many music videos because we wanted it to be like an authentic, dope Kwaito song. Like we wanted it to be like ding, ding, ding. But then when you listen to it, like it's got a message, like this person is saying something. So we listened to like Booga Love and Brown Dash. We listened to Breaks. We listened to obviously Otrompis. We listened to Boo. And then we got nothing in that session. I think we finished like a whole bottle of gin. And then I just went home and we didn't have anything. And then a couple of days later, he sent me the song. This is not even the beat that I had given him, but I was just like, yes, this is it. Because the lyrics are really, really profound. Like, sugela kudala fantuka, kusasa yintwana ngizohlupha, ngenza ama-flop, phandalisa kalempuphu, wathi uyavala ngiyavu. Just that imagery, like, it's just so hood, it's so nostalgic. And then even the way I like complimented him on the vocals, it's just a young fat, yeah. That was obviously very reminiscent of Lebu Matosa, who's actually from Davidson. And I just wanted it to have that like Kwaito, you know, but the story is so personal. Like Tato is still my sister's best friend to this day. I didn't think female when I heard Indigo Stella. I just thought like dope rapper. I don't think female when I hear Hannah. I just think dope rapper. I definitely don't think female when I hear D-Call. I mean, I do think female because that's who they are, but it doesn't like define them or make their music any, or like the pictures D-Koala is painting about Khayelitsha. Like I've never heard any other dude paint those kind of pictures, and maybe I haven't listened to every rapper from Khayelitsha, but she's gotten a lot further than some of y'all dudes out there, so. One man's truth is another man's cat. Just because people are capping on you and they don't think you should win this award, it doesn't change the truth of the fact that your shit is dope. What I can tell you about my SA Hip Hop Award is that it looks great on my bio, but other than making me feel like, yes, I think for me personally, I've always just been of the opinion that it's not what you're called, it's what you respond to. So I've always responded to the people that thought I was dope, the people that thought I was killing it. That's the energy that I threw myself into, and it grew me. I mean, personally, for me to be the best version of Moozlie that I can be, I have to compete with myself. So I just like to keep it on me. I listen to the old stuff and I'm like, ish, the order could have been a bit better there or whatever, but I'm usually quite impressed by the writing, the honesty. I'm always impressed by how well my music ages. Like there's a song called Ride or Die that people are like, why did you shoot the music video for this? I'm like, the song is like 4 years old, dude. You know, Fedeal is 2 years old, and I'm telling you, in 10 years' time, that song will still sound as amazing as it sounds now. So there are those little things that you want to tweak, maybe even like breathing in a particular place, but there's a particular magic about a moment that you'll never ever be able to change. And maybe I could have done the yeah, a little bit better on Fedeal, but there's a magic in the fact that it's just a little bit off. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I just think things are always the way they are supposed to be, even if I don't like them in the moment. Visuals are very, very important to me. Aesthetics are very important to me. They have been from the very beginning. And I think that kind of goes back to my background as a television presenter. People see you first before they hear you. You know what I mean? And usually on TV, people are looking, they're not really hearing. You know what I mean? So aesthetics are very important to me. I also always liken it to food. Like being an artist and putting out music is like feeding people at a buffet. It is absolutely their choice if they dish up or not. And sometimes they'll take more of the normal rice than the yellow rice because they're used to the normal rice. But you just need to make sure when you're on that buffet, you look good, you smell good, you are just appetizing. Like, that's just what it is to me. I think 2020 has definitely taught me that just allow God to be in control. Don't do too much planning. You know what I mean? When I think about 2020, I was so excited for 2020 because 2020 is the year Beyonce's been living in her whole life. I was so excited to get to 2020, and now I'm here and I've been stuck at home for like 100 of the 300 days that we have to spare. So just working on music, man. Just working on music. We obviously put I'm a Star out, produced by Zuchiko Dope. It's getting a lot of love. So we have to do the music video for that, which I'm very excited about. I've never actually done a studio shoot before. All my videos are like outside. So for the first time, we're actually going to be shooting in studio. Boogie is going to be doing the styling. So you know the trip is going to be insane. But yeah, a project. We're calling it an EP. You know, just some like dope rap songs to get you through the lockdown. But truthfully, I'm just taking it one day at a time, leaving it in God's hands. As great as Yo TV was, there's more to the world than Yo TV, baby girl. You're a star, like for real. You're a real big star. So keep doing your thing, man. And to anybody out there who is like me, wants to be like me, I would just say don't deny your own magic, because people are gonna walk around trying to deny you left, right and center, you know, and just hold on to that, because you're gonna need to remember that. We don't all have to be rappers, guys. We don't all have to be rappers. Collaborate with people. Find the Moozlies. If your name is Dinewo, Tabo, Andile, whatever. Find the you in another person and thrive and grow, because the people around you will keep you strong, they'll keep you going, and they'll keep you motivated.